When you do jump off the boat, hold down on the front of the life jacket like this so it doesn't ride up and smack you in the chin when you hit the water. Alright crew, welcome back to another episode. It's just me today. I am at work. I have just got out to Tandaviti. I've prepped the boat, cleaned the glass. There's a bit of an offshore wind today. That's meant to swing northerly later on, so we'll see how the day pans out. But yeah, just on the mooring, about to head in, pick up the first lot of guests, and then I've got a little bit of work to do on the reef viewer. I've got a gap. Reefy's over there. I've got a bit of a gap between tours, so that boat's been sitting for a while, so I need to clean the glass properly and a few other things. I'll show you when we get there.
What will we do with the drunken sailor? What will we do with the drunken sailor?
Telltale's good.
Oh,
look down the side.
Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises.
We're gonna sit here all day.
In the morning, shave is a belly with a rusty razor. Shave is a belly with a rusty razor. Shave is a belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Put him in a long boat till he's over.
Normally got tunes cranking now, but I can't because YouTube will copyright me.
Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises. Way, hey, and up she rises early in the morning.
All right, so just coming on the Springer. I'll show you that in a sec. So this is the Springer here. This is my headline. Because we do the same thing every day, just preset all the lines and it works really well. So when I shut down, I've just measured all the lengths so they're all correct. So when I come out of gear now, we'll fall back on the headline and the stern line will hold us in as well. So yeah, because it's the same every day and the bollards are the same distance apart, it's nice and easy. All right, I'm just gonna go and get the guests. Probably not gonna bring you along for that. Got some fish under the boat at the ramp. When you do jump off the boat, hold down on the front of the life jacket like this so it doesn't ride up and smack you in the chin when you hit the water. I'll be calling anyone that's listening and telling them that we're sinking. He then releases the SAS. Alright, that's the first tour done. So what I'm going to do now is I've got a little bit of work to do on the Reefy. She's been sitting in the water. I was planning on pulling the reef viewer out of the water while it's been quiet, but yeah, we've actually picked up a tour for her in a few days, so I'm going to clean her up, give her a bit of TLC, and yeah, then I'll probably go and look for a little bit of wildlife until my next tour, which is at 1 o'clock. So I've got what's that, 2.5 hours. All right, let's go and get some work done. Just while I think of it, someone was asking about the deck wash on the Sea Panda. It's the same pump as the one on here. I use it on all the boats that have it. It's just clearing out some air. But you can see it's got pretty good pressure. And on this, in this commercial use, they last about a year. And we use them every day to wash the boat down, especially when I spill coffee everywhere. But I'll show you the pump. It's just mounted, oh, sorry. It's just mounted under here. I'll put a link to it. There you go. I'll put a link to it in the description for you. I think they're about $200 or $300, but they're really good. This one, the one on the commercial boats, lasts about a year. maybe more. The one on the Sea Panda, I think we're in its 2nd year now. So yeah, really good pumps. Anyway, I'm heading over to the Reef viewer now. First issue, steering. So this boat has 2 different steering rams. That one's a pretty good one. That one's a cheap and nasty one. For some reason the previous owner put 2 different types of rams on. I haven't yet had the time or opportunity to swap that one out, but I'm going to, but it's causing problems. So until we get that done, I do have to top up the steering fluid. To do that, we have to open up the reservoir, which is just here, and then we're going to top that up with hydraulic fluid, and we're going to give it a few turns. I was given this tip by my local mechanic. The easiest way to do it, because it's such a little finicky hole, is to get a little sauce bottle like this one here, put your hydraulic fluid in there, a bit of secret sauce. Put the lid on, and this little sauce bottle's got this convenient little spout. So we use that, put the hydraulic fluid in. Alright, so I'm just going to pop that lid on. I don't really need to actually. I need to do some turns. She's a bit lumpy at the moment, and that's because she's low on fluid. Steering is pretty much there. But I do want to haul this boat out sooner rather than later. Just give the outboards a little bit of a run, bit of a test, put it in gear, give it a bit of throttle. Yep, that's all good. Stern, bit of throttle, that's all good. That's all good. That's all good. The swallows get on here when we're not on here, and they poo everywhere. So I'll clean that up as well today. Also, with your Cole Hersey batteries, this switch here. So you can see at the moment I got it on both. If you had to shut down, you'd switch it to 1 or 2. The idea is that you've got a cranking battery. So if you have any problem starting and you flatten one battery, you've still got another battery to start with. Then once you're running, you're supposed to switch it to both, so that you're charging both the batteries while the engines are running. And then when you turn them off again, you switch to 1 or 2. So generally you'll run off 1 battery for the day, switch to both while the engines are running so it's charging, and then back to the 1 battery. And that just makes it so that you're managing your battery power correctly. Anyway, I don't know if you all know that, you probably do, but yeah, that's the idea with having the 2 batteries. You've always got a spare to start up with. So if you have them on both, even when you're not running and you flatten the battery, you flatten both of them. So it's important that you switch them over during the day. All right, I'm gonna get in the water now. I've got some glass cleaning to do. My tools down there ready to go. I'm gonna make life easier for myself. Put the ladder in. All right, then in. Okay, so I often get asked on tour how often we have to clean the glass. We clean the top of the glass every day, and I like to clean the bottom of the glass every day. Sometimes we obviously don't do it. We do 1 or 2 days, but maximum 4 days I find. After about day 3, you're starting to get like a scum of algae growing on the bottom, because there's no anti-foul on the glass, obviously. This boat has been sitting here since but it's now 13 days. We got on here yesterday and we cleaned the scum off, but there's little calcium spots I'll show you that we need a scraper to get off. So I'm going to clean all the glass today, and then hopefully over the next 6 days until we use the boat, we can keep it clean. Don't be climbing ladders with your fins on. Dang. Alright, that's it. She's done. Another 3 days. Alright, done on this boat for a little bit. A few days anyway. Head over to the Coral Explorer. Let's go and look for some wildlife. Back on the Coral Explorer, warming up a little bit. The water temperature is, oh, that's why, it's 21.6 degrees. So it's dropped nearly 4 degrees in the last 12 hours. But I think that's just because it's low tide. As the water warmer from outside the reef comes in on the high tide, that water temperature should come up a bit. But charging on the go, I've got this little charger in the cupboard here. This little guy here is a game changer. I'll try and put a link in the description. It's like $100 charger, but it's really, really good. And it does fast charging as well, and it's good for charging the drone. So it's got 3 ports. So yeah, absolute game changer. Memory is not really a problem anymore. I think we've got 128 gig or something on the GoPros, or 256, I can't remember. But yeah, battery power is the problem. This one's already running low. So I'm gonna swap these batteries over. We're going to throw the drone up. I'll see what's around in the mooring area, and if not, we'll go for a little look around. All right, let's go. Now, most of the year, we run out of Tandabiddy. I'll show you Tandabiddy from the drone. So you can see Tandabiddy Gorge at the back there. That flows down, which is to the creek, which is next to the boat ramp. And then just off the boat ramp, you'll see there's a little deeper water passage which goes out to the mooring area, just coming through the glare here, which goes out to the mooring area, which is where the whole whale shark fleet moors up, or the whale shark fleet that runs out of Tandabiddy. And we've got both our boats there, and you can see the keyhole, that lighter sandy area, which is where we do 1 hour and 2 hour tours. Just run up to the roof here to grab the drone. Oh, look at the landing. Love it up here. I want to build a little helm here, like a little fly bridge. Check out the view. If this ever takes off, this glass bottom boat malarkey, if this ever takes off, I've got some ideas to build the ultimate glass bottom boat. Be amazing. Anyway, let's go and see if we can get Barry under the boat. Alright crew, we're getting close to Barry, so I'm going to set you up there. Slow down, let the bubbles disappear. Look how blue it is. So good. Alright, so update. Seems to be a problem with the port engine. When we got to Barry just then, there was a strong smell of gear oil. Now the engine's still working, like it still starts, it runs, it's fine. I just checked the oil, it's okay. It was a bit bubbly is not great, but that could have been just because it was working. But there is an unusual noise coming from the gearbox. So unfortunately, as I said before, my mechanic's away till the 10th. I've just contacted Karratha Mercury dealer and I'm waiting to hear back from them. But this couldn't come at a worse time. What is it? Coming into June. It's the last day of May. Coming into June. July is our busiest time. So if there's a major with this engine, yeah, not great. Anyway, the joys of owning boats and being a tour operator. Luckily we've got the other boat, we can still run the shorter tours. Anyway, I'll come back to you as we know more. So, I got a bit thrown from the filming. I've picked up the half-day crew. There's 26 people. So now we're just at the first snorkel spot. And you can see the northerlies in, getting a bit of cloud. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow. You can see them all over there snorkeling away.
Freight car steaming down the line of Birmingham. My guitar is the only friend that gives a damn. Running on the borderline, southbound on a riverboat to Baton Rouge. Hellbound like a rambler with them Cajun blues. Rolling down the waterline.
So yeah, just surface watch. I'll probably get in and give the glass a bit of a clean. I'm waiting to hear back from the mechanic in Karratha about this poor engine. Sounds to me, I've done a little bit more investigation. Sounds to me like the forward gear is stuffed, which means somehow I'll have to get, well, you can pull the leg off in the water and get the leg rebuilt, which is amazing, but I can't get the mechanic to order the parts until he gets back, and he's not back until the 10th, so this is potentially a problem. Anyway, see how we go. So much for ordering brand new outboards. These have only done 500 hours. That's why I got them. Ugh. Anyway, that's boats for you. Bung on another 1,000. Look at the water. It's meant to rain tomorrow. Alright, Ree's back. She's doing dishes. Got the last stragglers coming in. Everyone is dropped off at the jetty. I just have to wash the boat down, get all my stuff off, fuel up. So fins going there. I've got to get 1 jerry can of fuel for the day and start finding out where I'm going to get a gearbox from. Not ideal. Not ideal. Yeah. I'll keep you posted.
Alarm goes off at 4:45. Roll out of bed, rub the sleep from my eyes. Throw on a shirt and some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive. Work all day till I'm totally beat. Get back home and fall right to sleep. Alarm goes off in the morning and the cycle's complete. Work, sleep, repeat. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Work, sleep. Somewhere up the line I forgot what I was working for. Yeah,
Tell you what though, that's one thing, it's my favourite time of the day. You can see the whole whale shark fleet. It's tucked into bed. They're all on their moorings. My boats are on their moorings. Sun's setting over the west there. A couple of clouds on the horizon. Mate, it's just stunning. Alright crew, that's it. That's the end of a big day. Hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different, a bit the same, a bit more glassy stuff. We've had some requests from people for more glassy stuff. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Here on Ningaloo crew. I'll have to do Caitlin's bit as well. Bye! Alright crew, update time. This is another day, and this is another, actually this is another week. This is about probably 3 weeks after we first encountered the problem with the outboard. We got Sass on board. There's Sass. She's cleaning the glass. We're getting ready for a big day of tours in the northerly, but the outcome of all of that was I was quite stressed that day I was filming. These outboards have only done just under 700 hours. 682 hours, Sass tells us. And to think that the leg was gone, like with the old outboards that did over 3,000 hours, I became quite experienced with going through legs or gearboxes. So glass bottom boat operating is quite hard on the gearbox because you're constantly changing gear. You're in and out of gear. And my plan when I bought these new outboards was obviously to upgrade, have new gear, and hopefully get more life out of them. Anyway, turns out, I'll show you some pictures. Last time there was a service done, the Mercury dealer found that there was some scratching on the inside behind the prop. So something at some point got wrapped around the prop. I'll show you some photos. We don't know what it was, because by the time he came to take the prop off to do the 100-hour service, whatever was there was gone. Now, we thought everything was okay. Obviously did the 100-hour service, we operated for probably about 40-50 hours, and then the gearbox started to disintegrate. So what do you think happened is whatever it was that got wrapped up around the prop that none of us noticed, is it put pressure outwards on the prop, if you understand what I'm saying. And that outward pressure, the gearbox is not designed for that, the bearing is not designed for that. And so that constant outward pressure, out force, caused a failure. Anyway, that leg, it turns out, is $12,000. So yeah, that was a big whoopsie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week here on Ningaloo Crew. Bye. Come on, little plucker. Back you come. There we go.